It's almost that time of the year again. Next month, most states, including Texas, will spring forward into daylight saving time. However, a handful of lawmakers are trying to eliminate those time changes completely. I'm Berenice Garcia, and I'm the Rio Grande Valley reporter for the Texas Tribune. A state senator representing part of the valley, Judith Zaffirini, filed a bill that would have the state observe standard time year-round. Now, why standard time? Well, during the last legislative session, there was a bill that would adopt permanent daylight saving time, and it did pass the Texas House with bipartisan support. However, it stalled in the Senate. But even if it had been approved by the Senate, there is a federal law that prohibits states from adopting permanent daylight saving time. That law is the Uniform Time Act, and it says that states can exempt themselves from observing daylight saving time, which means that they can be on standard time year-round, which is what the state of Arizona does, by the way. But it says states do not have the authority to be on permanent daylight saving time. If states do observe daylight saving time, it must begin and end on federally mandated dates. So this year that would be from March 9th until November 2nd. But there is some interest in Congress to change that. U.S. Senators Patty Murray, a Washington Democrat, and Rick Scott, a Republican from Florida, reintroduced the Sunshine Protection Act, which would make daylight saving time the national standard year-round. If federal law were to allow states to choose which one they wanted to observe, then Zaffirini's bill would call for a state referendum, which would allow voters in Texas to decide which one they wanted to observe, permanent daylight saving time or permanent standard time.